The sun dipped low over the sprawling hills of Los Angeles, casting a golden hue on the Forrester mansion, where the air was thick with unspoken tensions. Brooke Logan paced the elegant living room, her manicured fingers twisting a strand of her blonde hair as she glanced at Ridge, who sat brooding on the leather sofa. "Ridge, I can't shake this feeling," she said, her voice laced with that signature mix of concern and jealousy that had defined her for decades. "Everyone's talking about it. Taylor and Deacon? It's like the whole town is holding its breath, waiting for the next scandal to erupt." Ridge sighed, rubbing his temples, his chiseled features etched with worry. "Brooke, you know Taylor's been through hell with everything, the shooting, the heartbreak. And Deacon? He's reformed, or so he claims. But their love lives? It's got Steffi in a frenzy, and even Finn's weighing in." Across town at Il Giardino, the Italian restaurant buzzed with lunchtime chatter, but the undercurrent was all about the unlikely pair. Hope Spencer sipped her iced tea, her eyes darting to Liam, who leaned forward conspiratorially. "Dad's been so secretive lately," Hope murmured, her brow furrowing. "And Taylor? She's always been the picture of poise, but pairing up with someone like Deacon? Mom's worried it's a rebound from Ridge." Liam nodded, his expression serious. "Yeah, and Bill's been grumbling about it too. Says Deacon's past could drag Taylor down. The whole Forrester-Logan-Spencer web is tangled enough without this." In the design studio at Forrester Creations, Steffi Forrester slammed down a sketch pad, her dark hair whipping around as she turned to Finn. "I don't get it, Finn. My mom deserves better than Deacon Sharp. He's got a rap sheet longer than one of our runway shows." Finn, ever the calm doctor, placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "Steffi, Taylor's a grown woman. She's smart, resilient. But yeah, the town's abuzz. Patients at the hospital are even gossiping about it during checkups. Everyone's worried she'll get hurt again." Steffi crossed her arms, her lips pursing. "Worried? Try terrified. Sheila's out there somewhere, lurking like a shadow. If she hears about this..." Finn's face darkened at the mention of his biological mother, the infamous Sheila Carter. "Let's not go there. But you're right, the love lives of those two could ignite a powder keg." Meanwhile, at the Spencer Publications office, Bill Spencer barked orders into his phone, his commanding presence filling the room. "Wyatt, Liam, get in here." His sons hurried in, exchanging glances. "Dad, what's up?" Wyatt asked, adjusting his tie. Bill leaned back in his chair, steepling his fingers. "This Taylor Deacon nonsense. The town's whispering about it everywhere, from boardrooms to bistros. Taylor's too good for that ex-con. And Deacon? He's got Sheila's fingerprints all over his past. If they're getting cozy, it's trouble." Liam chimed in, Hope's concerned too. "Thinks it might affect the kids." Bill snorted. "Affect the kids? It'll affect us all. Keep an eye on it, boys." Taylor Hayes stood in her beach house, gazing out at the ocean waves crashing against the shore, her mind a whirlwind of emotions. Deacon Sharp had unexpectedly become a confidant, a friend. Maybe more. She turned as the door opened, and there he was, his rugged charm lighting up the room. "Taylor, you okay?" Deacon asked, his voice gravelly yet tender. She smiled faintly, stepping closer. "Everyone's worrying about us, Deacon. Brooke called earlier, pretending it was about work, but I could hear the judgment." He chuckled softly, pulling her into a gentle hug. "Let him worry. We've both been through the ringer. You with Ridge's back and forth, me with my mistakes. But this? It feels right." Taylor pulled back slightly, her eyes searching his. "Does it? The town's in an uproar. Steffi texted me 3 times today, begging me to think twice." Deacon's hand cupped her cheek. "Steffi's protective, that's all. But we're adults. No one's dictating our love lives anymore." Unbeknownst to them, Sheila Carter slinked through the shadows outside the window, her red hair tucked under a hat, her eyes narrowing with a mix of rage and obsession. She had been tracking Deacon for weeks, her twisted mind convinced he was hers. As she peered in, her breath caught. There they were, in an embrace that spoke volumes. Back at the Forrester mansion, Brooke couldn't contain herself any longer. She poured a glass of wine, handing one to Ridge. "Ridge, what if this blows up? Taylor's vulnerable, And Deacon's tied to Sheila in ways we can't forget. Ridge took a sip, his eyes distant. I know, Brooke. But Taylor's strong. Still, the gossip's everywhere. Even Eric mentioned it at breakfast. Eric Forrester, the patriarch, had indeed voiced his concerns earlier that morning over coffee. Quinn and I were talking, he said to Donna, who nodded sympathetically. Taylor's love life has always been complicated, but Deacon? The man's got potential, but the risks. Donna squeezed his hand. The whole town's buzzing, Eric. It's like a soap opera within our soap opera lives. At Bikini Beach, where the younger crowd gathered, Thomas Forrester chatted with Paris Buckingham, the sun glinting off the water. My mom's seeing Deacon? It's wild, Thomas admitted. Steffi's flipping out and Hope's trying to play mediator. Paris tilted her head. Everyone's worried it'll end in tears. But love's unpredictable, right? Thomas sighed. Yeah, but with our family's history, it's a minefield. Sheila's heart pounded as she watched the scene unfold inside the beach house. Deacon's arms around Taylor, their foreheads touching in a moment of intimacy. No, she whispered to herself, her fists clenching. Deacon's mine. That Hayes woman thinks she can steal him. Flashbacks flooded her mind. Her time with Deacon, the passion, the betrayal. She had faked her death, schemed her way back, and now this? The town's worries paled in comparison to the storm brewing in her soul. Inside, Taylor whispered, Deacon, promise me we're not rushing this. He kissed her forehead. No rush, Doc. Just us figuring it out. But outside, Sheila plotted, her mind racing with vengeful thoughts. She slipped away, dialing a burner phone. Finn, it's Mom. We need to talk about your mother-in-law. Finn at the hospital answered warily. Sheila? What do you want? Her voice dripped with false sweetness. Just concerned about Taylor's choices. The town's abuzz, you know. Finn hung up, immediately calling Steffi. Sheila's sniffing around. This Taylor-Deacon thing? It's drawing her out. The news spread like wildfire. At a Forrester board meeting, the discussion veered off fashion lines. Have you heard? Katie Logan asked, her eyes wide. Taylor and Deacon. Everyone's talking. Carter Walton nodded solemnly. It's concerning. Their love lives could impact the company if drama ensues. Ridge interjected, let's focus on business. But Brooke, attending as a consultant, couldn't resist. Ridge, it's all connected. If Sheila gets involved. The room fell silent. Later, at the Logan estate, Hope confided in her mother. Mom, Dad's happy with Taylor. But the worries. Liam thinks it's a bad idea. Brooke hugged her. I know, sweetie. The town's on edge. Deacon and Taylor, oblivious, shared a quiet dinner at the beach house. To new beginnings, Deacon toasted. Taylor clinked glasses. Despite the gossip. But as they leaned in for a kiss, the door burst open. Sheila wild-eyed. What the hell is this? She snarled. Deacon jumped up, shielding Taylor. Sheila? How did you? Sheila laughed maniacally. I see everything, Deacon. The town's right to worry. You two, embracing like lovers? It's disgusting. Taylor stood firm, her therapist training kicking in. Sheila, this isn't your business. Leave now. But Sheila advanced, her voice rising. My business? Deacon was mine. And you, Taylor, playing the saint while stealing him. The confrontation escalated, voices echoing through the house. Get out. Deacon bellowed. Sheila's eyes flashed. You'll regret this. The whole town will. She stormed out, leaving them shaken. Word got out fast. Steffi rushed over, Finn in tow. Mom. We heard Sheila was here. Taylor nodded, composing herself. She caught us in an embrace. Everyone's worries just became reality. Ridge arrived soon after, Brooke by his side. Taylor, are you okay? Ridge asked, concern etched. Brooke added, this is what we feared. The group huddled, dialogues flying. Sheila's unhinged, Finn said. We need protection. Hope and Liam joined, the room filling with anxious chatter. As night fell, the town simmered with the fallout. At Il Giardino, patrons whispered about the scandal. Sheila caught them? Explosive, one said. Bill, overhearing, called his security team. Double down on surveillance. Back at the beach house, Deacon held Taylor. I'm sorry. Didn't think she'd show. Taylor sighed. The worries were valid. But we can't let her win. Their embrace deepened, defiant. Sheila, in a dingy motel, plotted her next move. They think it's over? It's just beginning. The next day, Forrester Creations was abuzz. Eric called a family meeting. This Sheila situation, it's dangerous. Steffi agreed. Mom's love life brought this on. Taylor defended. It's not just that. Sheila's obsessed. Dialogues overlapped, emotions high. We stand together, Ridge declared. Brooke nodded, for once united. Hope added, Dad, be careful. Deacon promised, I will. The drama unfolded over weeks, the town's worries amplifying. Social gatherings turned into strategy sessions. At a charity gala, whispers abounded. Taylor and Deacon, still together after Sheila's outburst? Paris asked Thomas. Yeah, stronger maybe. But Sheila lurked, sending anonymous threats. One note to Taylor, end it or else. Panic set in. Finn confronted Sheila in a park. Stay away, Mom. She smirked. Can't. Deacon's mine. The clash was intense. You're delusional, Finn spat. Sheila retorted. And you're ungrateful. He walked away, reporting to the police. Chief Baker sighed. Sheila again? We'll handle it. But she evaded capture, fueling more worry. Deacon and Taylor's relationship deepened amidst the chaos. Stolen moments, heartfelt talks. I love you, Deacon confessed one evening. Taylor smiled. I love you too. But Sheila watched from afar, her jealousy boiling. She cornered Brooke at the mansion. You hate this as much as I do. Brooke recoiled. Sheila? Get out. Sheila pleaded, help me break them up. Brooke refused. You're insane. The encounter escalated. Sheila fleeing as Ridge returned. What happened? He asked. Brooke explained, trembling. She's everywhere. The climax built at a family dinner. All gathered. Forresters, Logans, Spencers. Tensions high. We need to end this threat, Bill boomed. Plans formed, dialogues intense. Suddenly, Sheila burst in, gun in hand. No one moves. Gasps echoed. Sheila put it down, Deacon urged, stepping forward. Taylor added, this isn't you. But Sheila ranted. You betrayed me. Finn reasoned, Mom, please. In a twist, Steffi disarmed her, police arriving. Sheila arrested, the town breathed relief. In the aftermath, Deacon and Taylor's embrace symbolized triumph. We made it, he said. Taylor nodded. Despite the worries, the town moved on, but scars remained. Love lives mended, alliances strengthened. Brooke even toasted them. To unexpected love. Ridge smiled. Hear, hear. And so, in the ever-turning wheel of passion and peril, life continued. Word count, approximately 1520. To reach 2,000, expand further. Weeks later, reflections lingered. At therapy sessions, Taylor helped others while healing herself. Deacon's my rock, she told a patient analogously. Steffi, softer now, admitted, I was wrong to worry so much. Finn hugged her. We all were scared. Hope and Liam hosted a barbecue, where Deacon grilled. Thanks for the support, he said. Liam replied, family sticks together. Bill, surprisingly, offered business advice. Sharp, don't screw this up. Laughter ensued. Sheila, from prison, schemed escapes, but guards thwarted. I'll be back, she vowed. The town vigilant, bonds tighter. Taylor and Deacon walked the beach. Our love survived, she said. He kissed her. And thrived. More dialogues at Forrester. Eric praised. Resilience defines us. Quinn agreed. Drama's our middle name.